Valentine's Day, Joe. Hi, I'm Geneviève. Are you new here? Well, I haven't been live streaming in a hot minute, but I have been working on some other really cool content. I thought I'd come on today and have a nice Valentine's chat. While you guys come on in. Let's go ahead and take a look at the video because we want everyone to be happy. We want everyone to be happy and fulfilled. Hello, Winter. How are ya? What's going on? Let's take a look, see. Uh-oh, we've got ads. Let's turn the volume off. How are you? What's happening in your life? I guess I can look at the chat either way. Nice to see you. And John Bangkok. Cheers to you both. Happy Valentine's Day. Tell me, what is happening in your world today? Will you be my Valentine? Tashana, the godmother. Happy Valentine's Day to you, love, and to your Valentine. I actually, if I was right-handed, does that make sense? Right here, it's crusted with coffee a little bit, or mushroom powder. Winter, thank you, but you can see it says dog mom. Dog mom. Yes. Ooh. I made this cup of coffee just specifically so we could have a cup of coffee together and chat. And if you can find the other special hidden Valentine's Day treat here on set, we'll also stay for that one and have a live stream while I indulge in that as well, because I like to drink stuff. So if I can just drink stuff on a live stream and make it interesting, everyone is good to go and super happy. What's on your mind today? What's in the news? Hey, listen, don't worry about what's in the news. Don't worry about what's in the news. If you're seeing it, if you're allowed to know it's happening, guess what? Somehow, some way, somewhere along the line, it's engineered to generate a specific response. Just don't go there. You don't even need to understand it. Tashana, that's so funny. When I saw it on my phone and I didn't see the whole thing, all I saw was, is it pink? You make me very, very immature. Tashana, you've been a member for 18 months. Look at you. Thank you. Thank you. Am I rich? That is a very interesting question. I am in some ways and not so much in others. But I'm rich in relative immaturity, apparently. I don't know, like I'm a little bit of a kooky. What's up, 8 Ball? Nice to see you. Armor, you hate rich people? Oh, don't hate. That says it right there. All you have to do, it doesn't even matter what you say after that. Once you say I hate, There's no more conversation. I'm so sorry for you. What a sorry state for you to be in, honey. What can we do to help you? There's 17 of us here right now. How can we support you so you don't have to hate? I don't like that. Thank you, Snitch. Thank you. All is well. What about I love to hate? Like as a sport, like fun, like it's just fun. It's fun to fuck with people, or it's fun to just fucking hate on people. You know, um, if that's how you get down, I guess we know there are those forces in the universe. Anyway, you guys, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're new and don't know who I am, my name is Geneviève Nightingale. And I will explain that name another time. It is an organic manifestation of my family's name and whatnot. You know, people came to this country and they changed their names. They just shortened them. Instead of saying, what is the English translation of that? Like when you came on the boat to Ellis Island and you're like, what is your name? And you're like, what? And instead of just taking like the first syllable, say, what does that mean in English? And they would say, the dragon that flies over the mountain. Okay, Mr. Shorten it to dragon. I don't know. Like in my family, part of my family's last name was Petrakovich. Instead of shortening it to like Petro something, why not say, what does that mean in English? It means rock. Why not just shorten it to rock or stone? Actually, it's more accurate, I think, is stone. But it does not matter, does it? No, not really. But it does. To me, it matters. Because I think that we don't come in with a name. I think inevitably you have to feel like you vibrate with your name. And if you've ever read the Bible, you know that many of the biblical characters did go through a name transformation, an energetic transformation at some point in their life. And I'm not trying to like, oh, well, because they did it in the Bible, I'm going to do it. I just always knew I was going to change the energetic imprint on myself with my name. Because I was already called that kind of. Van Meter. What does that mean? Chimernova has a little penis and has to pay for escorts. Oh, let me see. Oh, did you see? Because you're a moderator, you can see that. Yeah. My last name is Tire Pressure. Okay, cool. Symbols. What do you think about this? For real, though. What do you think about a maker of wheels? Wow. That is so deep. Listen, you need to look into that right in the F now. That is one of the deepest things I've ever heard. The wheel, that's almost like saying the tree of life, the wheel of knowledge, the wheel of fortune, the wheel that we all use to do everything with mechanically. I think you might want to look into that. There's a lot of power there. You might want to look into what your name means energetically and see if there is not something you can glean from that for yourself to help you along your ascension process. Thank you all for tuning in. If you're new here, happy Valentine's Day. My name is Geneviève Nightingale, and I'm just here to wish you all a happy Valentine's Day. Just in case, I like to every so often weed out the haters. Every so often, I gotta come with something completely different. And everybody that doesn't like it can leave. Right, Shadow? So someone asked how my dogs are. Do you really want to know? Let's see. They're over there. Come here, doggy. Shadow, come. Buddy, come. Come here. Oh, that's not too much in the way. A little bit. Show off the dogs. Come. Here's Shadow. He's a good boy. Can you sit down and look at the camera? Look here. Oh. Hi. Oh, is him so good boyums. He's mostly good. Mostly. So Shadow's going to be 7, and it seems he's feeling a little bit agitated in his older age. He's handsome. I'll bring Buddy on in a second. And it just seems like he's getting intolerant of these other dogs a little bit here and there. Although there are like it's always like when he gets edgy, there's specific situations like, oh, that makes sense. But still, no one is allowed to do stuff like that. So in code, like 3 of us here actually have marks on us. Me accidentally when he was actually marking up Buddy. And then Nico, I discovered on her butt talks. How's the stream? Is it glitchy? How's the audio? Is it okay? One of the reasons that I haven't been live streaming is because of the system, the low viewership, stuff like that. And when I look back at the videos, there's always something wrong with them. They're glitching, or the audio sucks, or who knows what, or maybe I'm just boring. Yeah, Nico's usually with Corey. Okay, so Shadow up on up. Buddy, come. Buddy, come. Buddy, come. Come. Touch. Come. And sit. Good boy. You're such a good boy. Oh. You do. Look at him. Buddy. It's like he knows. Buddy. Hi. Hi, big boy. Hi, big baby. It's like he knows I'm trying to get him to look in the camera. It's like that gorgeous kid that everybody's always trying to get on camera. After a while, they become camera shy. Hey, get up. Don't lean on me like that, first of all. Turn around. Come. Sit. Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying to have a conversation with you here. Huh? Do you think people want to see your pretty face? They do. They do. Yes. You were part of the way I started the channel. Remember when I'm a dog too? I don't know. I've evolved away from that. What do you think? Amy's here. Hi. Oh, I missed your comment there. I'm sorry. Hello, and happy Valentine's Day to you as well. Cheers. Jason Newton is also back, apparently. Do we know you, Jason? Are you a regular? Ah, Father. Thank you. Thank you. Jason's here for you. Okay, well, he is now. All right, everybody. Amy is here. Godmother is here. Where's Godfather? You know, I was really thinking about this like little crew we had for a hot second. And in the very beginning, sort of, we had this little crew for a little while, and I was thinking about that and everything, and just pondering, that was almost 2 years ago, so I'm not going to beat myself up about stuff too much. I've been through a lot in my life, and in the past couple of years, things got pretty dicey, but, I do like to ponder and think. I just raked through my hair over here. Gross. Um, Hannah, yeah, you know, when you have a habit, like if I'm like a habit, like if I'm a little, let's say you have a little, remember I took my plant camping or my cat, like I'm like your pet. And if you hang out with your pet at a certain time of day every day, or, you let your pet out of the cage and you let him go over there and play while you do the dishes and stuff like that every day, and then your pet isn't there, what do you do? Are you there right now waiting? AM coffee by the pool. What time? So what time are you talking about? Like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock AM? Because I would like to get back. It's just been, I feel a thing. I'm working on some stuff. I don't really want to talk about it, but it's big. And I just want to make it happen. And I feel like I feel this shift. Um, so I'm just riding that wave, and I would love to come hang out with you guys. Joella. Oh no, Joel Egbert. Hi, hello. Hi. Happy Valentine's Day, Joel. After 8 a.m. Tashawn is up at 5 a.m. every day except Sunday. Okay. One of the things that I do have to do today is replenish my progesterone cream stash. I just barely scotched by last night. I was practically licking the inside of this thing because I had to like put the kibosh on some stuff, but everything's been really, really good, except I did just have to take antibiotics, and I don't know if it was the underlying possible impending infection or the antibiotics themselves. It seems like I became a bit resistant to this dose for the past maybe week at night. Clint, hi Clint. We gotta go get some more of this stuff, but it works really well. And it takes about you use maybe like a quarter teaspoon at night on some sweet meat or soft tissue like inner thigh, titty tucks, inner arms, like anywhere that you are thin skin at night. Don't use it during the day. Use about maybe an eighth to a quarter teaspoon at night, and you'll be good to go. It might take a week or 2 weeks for it to all of the symptoms or whatever, but this is what I use. And it's just because I get it from the herb lady. She's a local store. Of course, I could buy it online. I checked it out. It's not that much cheaper to get it online, if at all. And I would prefer to support a local store owner, even if it's not like a local product or whatever. I don't get that. Where am I from in Pennsylvania? I am not from Pennsylvania. You that girl from that one movie with a guy and a rock. I don't know what that means. Ooh. Jason, you're constructive. You're adding your own little flair here, aren't you? Clint, I appreciate it. So, what else has been going on? Let's see. We've got to get more of this stuff. I'm literally just going to put that in my bag so I don't forget, because you know me. Oh, you know what? Maybe I will light an incense stick. but I don't have matches. Do I? Do I? Don't be offended if I call you motherfuckers. I'm saying it with all the love in the world. Amy, you're gonna smoke good. I would like to light the incense stick, but I can't because I don't have anything. How do you know you need progesterone instead of estrogen? Val, I had a conversation and did some research, and from what I understand is when you take that has estrogen plant phytos in it. And what happens is there's a chain reaction. And what you're doing is you're helping that chain reaction along, and that creates progesterone. Let me make sure I'm right. Hold on. Let me make sure that I'm right. Okay, let's just see. Progesterone cream derived from soy. Our progesterone cream is 70 milligrams of progesterone per 22 milligrams of a quarter teaspoon. Ingredients. Bunch of garbage, I guess, that makes it sink into your skin. Natural progesterone from soy. Wild yam root extract. Isn't that usually where you get estrogen from? That pulls estrogen, right? You use a wild yam pseudoestrogen? Pseudoestrogen, you mean a phytoestrogen? Because it's a plant estrogen. It's phyto, grapefruit seed extract, ginseng root, some other shit. Limonene and linalool. Do you know there's terpenes in nature everywhere? Everything that we can smell or consume, there's just terpenes in everything. It's very good to know your terps. Fake estrogen. So this is called a progesterone cream, but my understanding is it's because it boosts the estrogen, which then creates the progesterone response. I don't know, but it works. Whatever it is, it works. Cheers. And happy Valentine's Day, everyone. If you don't know who I am or you're new to the channel, my name is Geneviève Nightingale, and I'm just here to be your little pet in your phone. Okay, Joel, there still is a Fansly. Patreon, it's doubtful because I had a thriving channel making money every month and they shut it down. So I'm not willing to put my self, my creation process, the building of a community. And plus I just didn't really have my head wrapped around those different platforms. And maybe I still don't. So I'm just doing what I have my head wrapped around. Ahmed, sometimes Jughead, what do I do? That's a very interesting and complicated question to answer. I am an extremely highly functional and dysfunctional person who has a lot of different irons in the fire at all times. So I'm not sure what you mean by what do you do, but this channel here is basically live from the cipher. It's live from the 0 point of creation of my life. And so you get to see things spring forth. Some things you won't be able to see in their beginning stages, because what I've learned is it's better to wait and share them when they're ready to be fully shared. And so that is what I'm doing. I have a project that is in the development, and it's been in the works for like a long time, almost a decade. And I didn't really realize it would come this way, but it has, and I'm happy for that. And then the other part of my life, as you know, like I'm an author, I've got e-video courses. I wrote the first gluten-free guidebook on the market in the world ever back in 2004. All that kind of stuff. And so I have, my website is GenevieveNightingale.com. It goes into all of that stuff. And at any stage, wherever you are, and whatever's happening, I can plug you into like the easiest way to get from there to there. Like, what are you trying to do energetically with your life? Do you feel like garbage? Do you look like garbage? Do you not have motivation? Do you, are you harboring a ton of guilt and resentment? Do you like whatever, right? Like there is a very natural way to start the road to basically, here's the whole thing, my whole entire thing. We are technology. Our bodies are technology in a three-dimensional mechanical form called a solenoid. That's why the bottoms of your feet and the thing inside of you is called a soul. You have 2 points on the bottoms that connect to the ground. The ground. The ground. You ground yourself by putting your 2 solenoids on the ground, and that is where your soul needs to be plugged into the ground, to the earth, right? The ground. Ground yourself. That's step 1. Duh. But there's a whole process, and it's very natural. And there are people who are like, look, I just need the information right now. I need to feel better now. Yeah, you can research it yourself and find out like what is the most basic, easiest, first, most efficient way to healing, feeling better, and attaining energy. Who has time to research that? Well, I already did it, so I'm happy to share that with people. And I share it here freely in many different ways and pieces. And I also have the Force of Nature ebook available on my website, GenevieveNightingale.com. And I also sometimes take on clients where I will teach you step by step by step by step by step these things that will create a healthier, more vibrant self, like the kind you sort of remember. Pray. Yes, prayer is very, very important. That's part of it, right? There's many different pieces. You're currently building fences. That's nice. Anyway, so Genevieve Nightingale is a fraction of what I do. I've also had many different careers as many different types of things, whatever I wanted to do. And so those were things who I am, reflections of who I am, who I was put here to experience being. I was put here to experience being this person right here. And so this channel right here has culminated into what I call the cipher, the 0 point, where the creation of everything that goes out in my life begins. And some of that you'll be privy to. And if I'm interested in it, I'll bring it in and create it here in the cipher. Maybe I'll do music if I feel like it. I'll do some music. I'll break out a microphone and I'll do some music. I'll sing and sing if I want to. I'll do some yoga if I feel like it. I'll do a podcast with my kids if I want to. And I'll just make all of those are just different playlists. That's what this channel is really. I understand now. It's really just who I am, me, and what is going on. Like this channel literally is just like that. It's like I'm your psychic bestie. I'm your little pet on your phone. That's basically what it comes down to. What else could it be? I'm on your phone. And if you like hanging out and listening to me and watching me and seeing what I do, then it's kind of like having a pet. Cheers. Amy. Yeah. Hey, what does that look like? I think Amy will know what it looks like because you work around animals. I don't know if anybody else really will. There we go. There we go. There we go. You know exactly what it is. Through my down puffer coat and sweater, and thank God I've been taking collagen because it actually went in there and started to puncture through out here. Was bruised bright yellow for a little while. It was the weirdest thing. It was accident because Buddy was actually the target. And I just pulled up on the leash and somehow my forearm got involved. And that's what I'm saying. Like, what am I supposed to do with this big dog that needs and wants to be out there barking at the fence line? He needs and wants to be barking at the fucking fence line. That's what makes him happy. Amy, do you want Shadow? Please, for the love of God, just foster him for me for a little bit. How about that? You don't even have to commit to a lifetime. You already have dogs. Ah. Pyrenees Plothound Border Collie Lab. Don't you already have? I mean, I would love to, honestly. I will. I'm going to. Yeah, I'll stay tuned while I take Shadow down to run Amy's land and let him bark at the fucking fence line. I shouldn't be talking like that because this is a monetized video. I'm sorry. I'm like ducking, clucking, and walking, majucking. I don't know, you guys. You know, there's something about reflection and an audience and everything. I just get goofy, and maybe I just am goofy. I used to just be goofy around people, and then when they started ridiculing me for being goofy, I just stopped hanging out with people. So I guess really what's happening is that I truly am just goofy. And I don't really think it springs from a place of insecurity or anything like that. It just springs from a place of like, don't you ever feel like you got a little like you're like a funny bone, a tickle in your heart? Like, that was just so funny. A dog does need to roam. So he's very, very Pyrenees. He wants to run up to the fence and go, woo, 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 woo. But he will not be messed with. Like if there was another dog that was going to come up to him and be like, hey, 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 he'd be like, oh, fuck no. And he would not tolerate that. But he's a very good dog. Highly trained. Well, see, they might put him in his place. He's highly, highly trained mobility dog, but I am daily afraid of getting hurt again by him or any other dog because we live in a tight little environment and they're not getting out as much as they need to. Shadow has already broken my leg to where I had to get a very extensive tibial plateau surgery with plates and screws and rebuilt bone and all this other stuff. Really, really, really bad. And I've got an open, I was laid open there by his mom, Sky, not her teeth or anything like that. I had her on a lead. I was getting ready to put in the ground and she took off running and the lead goes zipping through my hands and off the end of my finger with the little coily spring part. Yeah, let go. And then what? Oh, and now this. And then I have from some Lasso Opso at a Super Bowl party, I've got a scar here on my face. I mean, most of my injuries, many of my injuries are from dogs. But I wouldn't mind a road trip. I do need a front end alignment. Do you know anyone who can do a good front end alignment? My front end is still rattly. You know, when I got it back from Subaru last year or whenever that was, it was about maybe 9 months ago. And I'm like, you guys, my car is just rattling and rattling. It's still like that. And one of my tires is very, very worn badly, bad alignment. It's like they didn't align it or they didn't even tighten stuff up. Eddie, hello. that is weird. What are you talking about? Hi, beautiful superior white goddess. I know my place as a black man. Happy Valentine's Day. Oh, I'm gonna let the chat handle that. Oh, it's too good. It's too good. Cheers, everyone. Happy Valentine's Day, Eddie. 2 years to get a fix after I went through some potholes. Oh, I have hit a couple. I hit a curb the other day. Usually it would have just been a different kind of like experience when you hit a rounded part of a curb. But what I didn't see is the rounded part had been cut out and it was a drain, a metal drain. So I ended up hitting it in a way. Thank God it didn't pop my tire. Thank God, Eddie. Thank God, Eddie, it didn't pop my tire. Young JD did it boo. So what is happening otherwise in the world of news? In the world of news, do you all now understand why I homeschooled my children and I don't really even care if they're very educated according to the standards of the school systems? Do you now understand why I've done what I've done, keeping them away from other people a little bit? Yes, I do have an Instagram. I think it's under the same name as this one. What's the difference? I mean, I guess, are people using Instagram for sexy stuff? I don't do that, okay? That's the Fansly page. And even that is not what you think. It's what you need, though. But you kind of got to know where it is and how to find it. Should we say hi to Shadow again? Shadow. Hi. Hui. Hi, crawl, crawl, crawl. Oh, roll over. Come here. Up. Brace. That's a good boy. Big stretch. He's a big boy. He's a big boy. Sometimes I think there might be something wrong with his ear, but then not. I inspect, I smell, I feel around, and it seems fine. Look, here, here. Stop. It's a good boy. It's a good boy. Paw. Thank you. Other paw. Paw. What are you doing? You think you're getting a belly rub? Oh, yummy belly. Belly. Belly rubs. Belly rubs. Yeah. They're smart, Dogs are super, super smart. Then they have big time feelings. Okay, go up on. You're a good boy. You want up? You want up? Oh, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, he's just a big puppy. He's a big boy. He's a big boy. He's a good boy, huh? Kisses. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, so that's what's going on around here. Good boy. What else is happening, right? So in life, what's the thing, right? I am my Chinese zodiac is dog. So I identify very much with dog and Leo. I'm a Leo dog. They're basically the same sign in different zodiacs. So I'm like super whatever this is, super dog like. And I get the way dogs operate and I prefer it. I prefer it. You're a Taurus. Hi, Taurus. I know that when I flip through the live stream, it's super boring when people aren't talking about anything. I know that. And I know I'm not talking about anything at the moment. And you know what? I'm fine with that. Are you fine with that? Okay. Here we go. Whee! How's everybody doing? I know I've asked that 100 times. I guess I must really, really want to know. Do you have any particular plans for Valentine's Day? Is it a special day to you? Valentine's Day is not really a special day to me. Um, in a way, I kind of wish I would have gone and got my kids like some little thing to put on their little nightstand when they wake up. They've got a little Valentine's Day thing right there. But um, that's the kind of thing like I need an assistant to go grab that shit or something. I don't know. Like it needs to come to me. I can't go get it. Dinner reservations. Oh, maybe we should go get sushi. Did I mention, and I think I did, I actually got a medical marijuana card, and at the dispensary right here, they allow to stack points. So today I can save 70+% on some nice, high quality, pain relieving flour. Brandy Carlisle at MSG. What's MSG? And who's Brandy Carlisle? Yeah, we've got a great place. And they actually have the same place up in Lake Tahoe, South Lake Tahoe. And I really want to take the kids up there to South Lake Tahoe. How do you guys get all the things done that you want to get done? Or what do you do? Do you choose what things you want to do and what things that you're not going to do, but you still want to do? Or do you schedule and make time for everything that you would like to do and get done? I don't know why those LEDs just shut off. What color do you guys want? I figured this looked most like daylight. She's a singer. Oh, Madison. Oh, okay, Madison. Yeah, that makes sense. Madison Square Garden, of course. um, so when you are scheduling yourself, like, are you someone, is there like a lot of stuff you want to get done or not really so much? You just kind of like to sit around and do nothing. If you're one of those people that has a lot of ideas and likes to get things done, how do you manage that project and those projects? Like, what do you do? How do you do it? For me, I use a whiteboard a lot. I like to have a whiteboard. I really love to have a calendar where I can see chunks of time. And so now I've got the quarters just of this year. I really need to do the quarters of the next few years where I can really see them up there. Um, Obviously, right now we're in the first quarter of 2026, right? So the middle of the middle. We're like smack dab in the middle of the middle. And there's a Mercury retrograde coming soon, by the way. Someone, can you look that up and tell me when is the next Mercury retrograde? We all need to know when and how to make the most of Mercury retrograde. Because nobody wants to go into Mercury retrograde and be like, it must be Mercury retrograde. If you know ahead of time, you can actually use it to your advantage. I promise. Oh. There's something else that's very important for you guys to know about. Like, if you want to jumpstart your health, there's so many different things, and you can go to my website and start working your way through the courses, the e-courses there. Um, but there's something very primal and important about fasting, hydration and fasting. Those two things are incredibly, incredibly healing, and because they are so, there's an abundance of information out there now, thank goodness. Um, but if you're fighting off stuff, starve it. Do the research. Do the research. Through human history, we've never eaten as much as we do now. We've never consumed as much physical matter or calories as we do now. And not even like physical organic matter, like inorganic matter. And for how long, let me ask you guys, for how, automotive sales doctor, hello, how long, I know how long it's been for me, but how long have you guys been wondering every time you eat a piece of meat, like, is this really chicken or beef or whatever I think it is? Something about it's telling me there's some other weird shit in here, but I'm just going to pretend like there's not. Do you guys, anybody else? Is it just me? I know it's not just me. I know it isn't, so, you know. And cheers. It's been really lovely hanging out with you guys here for Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to every one of you. Yeah, yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. So fasting and hydration. What is hydration? We're not water. What are we? Now, you might have used to have said we are salt water. We're saline. Yes? Basically, however, now, thank you so much, Automated Sales Dr. Santa Cake, for 1,000 jewels. I appreciate you so very much. Thank you so much. What was I even talking about? I don't know. So now they give you plasma, okay? You've got to have the electrical juice, and the electrical juice in your body comes in the form of plasma, which needs to be hydrated and needs to have enough collagen. It's your fascia. If you do not know anything about your electrical body, you literally have a body, a physical body. The first step of physical of your body is your fascia. And it needs to be hydrated. It needs to have collagen. So it can conduct electricity and move and flow, and you can exist. That's very important. All these steps, go to my website. Just if you really, really want to learn how to do this stuff, which I'm sure you don't, just go to my website and get some of those e-courses. Hello, everybody. Syed, how are you doing? And Mr. Keep It Simple One says free. Israel. Mr. Keep It Simple says, you're kind of cute, doopy doo. And Syed says, happy Valentine's. Happy Valentine's. Huh? I hope you all have a very beautiful day. Would you like me to do a tarot reading for you now? Because everybody loves tarot. Carrion! Well, hello. Hello, Carrion. It's nice to see you back here. I remember your name. Where are you guys coming to in the world right now, by the way? Okay, I see that. We'll go ahead and show it. That's fine. Thank you all so much for being here. Yep. See, I lost half the people when I sang the word Israel. If I've ever worn a Merkaba, one time during a live stream, I wore a Merkaba. I lost 100 subscribers. When I went to the spiritual bookstore and I was looking for some Kabbalah and Gnosis stuff, it took me a while after leaving to decode what she was saying, but she's saying they don't carry anything that would remotely be related to any kind of Jewish mysticism at all. I was like, oh, right. But she wouldn't just say it blatantly. It took me a while to figure it out. You know, if you've literally got a problem with a group of people, then I want you to leave my channel. That's all it is. With any group of people, if you've got a problem with the whole entire group of any people, you can fuck off. Oh. Oh. Joel, I think it's under Nature Queen. Hey, Ben Smith. I'm here for you guys. Do you want a reading? So I've just learned because I am inquisitive, inquiring minds want to know. That's me. And I don't try to form opinions one way or the other. Popular opinion never meant anything to me. Like if the majority of people hate a movie, I'm like, I'll probably like it. Or if I really love a movie and I think it's a blockbuster, it's like the reviews suck. It's like, why? So That said, I was very fascinated by Tarot Tube and why these tarot readers are so incredibly popular. Hey, Leo, how are ya? And so I did some research and I found some very fascinating information. And I've come to the scientific conclusion that what the proper use and origin of tarot really is, and if it's good, bad, or neutral. I just released a video about it yesterday. If you want to see that, it's like Tarot Tube 101 or something. I've titled it so that you can see what that's about. And it is quite fascinating, actually. Quite fascinating and rooted in some ancient mysticism and geometries. Woo. Some ancient woo. Alexa, turn Bulby to purple. Alexa, turn Bulby to purple. This one I can't seem to find in the Alexa, although it has a smart bulb in it. I know it does. And so does that one, but it also, because I moved them around yesterday, and that smart bulb right there in purple ball is getting too hot. I don't know why. It's getting too hot. Alexa, turn Bulby to soft white. And there's Nico. Go tell Corey. So what I'm going to also do, so I kind of alluded to it earlier. I've been working very hard. I've got this structure that I'm introducing right this moment as we speak. This is part of it, right? I've got my little desk in my background and everything. I've got this whole thing laid out very, very well. And we're going to be doing podcasts with my kids. Would you like to see podcasts with my kids where we sit around and talk about different topics and review different things? Wouldn't that be kind of fun to see what that looks like? And some other cool stuff. What I've done is created a whole entire production studio called the Cipher, and we'll be live from the 0 point at the Cipher, like right now, like we are literally right now. This might even be the very first live from the Cipher. Carrion moved house. It felt like it took 40 days and 40 nights and still not done. New house doesn't feel like my house yet, but your place looked revamped since I last tuned in. Yes, my place is revamped. And yes, just give it time. I found for me, it took me a good 90 days before I felt kind of at home and like I could walk around in the dark and locate my things. But I've also downsized a lot. I have gotten rid of most of my belongings. I don't want a bunch of stuff. Pretty much everything you see can be flat and take up almost no space whatsoever. You know, I just don't want a bunch of stuff. Today is my nephew's birthday. He's going to be, let's see, 23. He's going to be 23. So that's what I'm doing. And I hope that you will subscribe and set your bell to all notifications, because when we come on, I do the horizontal and vertical live streams. I put out vertical videos. I put out horizontal videos and shorts and things like that. So there are different playlists that have different types of content on them that I'm kind of revamping now and just taking everything through this process while I also work on some other stuff off channel. And once that has happened, I will fill you in on everything. And when I'm done and the deal is done and I'm able to have said I made it happen, I might even show you guys how to do it. So more of your things can go make someone else happy. You're like done with all your things. Thank you, Eddie. I appreciate you for understanding and have a beautiful day. I'm just not a type of woman that likes to be spoken to that way. It's just creepy. You know, if you could just come in here and speak to me like I'm, like we're just intelligent, spiritual beings, that would be totally fine. And I would regard your statements. But I so far have not found a statement to really engage in, except for the one where you're leaving. but I have found belongings to be cumbersome. The thing that I've gotten rid of that I miss the most are my books. I like to have a big library, but then that means you've got to carry shelving and you've got to carry the books themselves, which are heavy and they take up space. When in fact I can actually download and save them to an electronic device. As long as I can always power that up, I'll be able to read it. Ah. So what did you guys find in my set that would be a lovely, wonderful Valentine's Day treat that we can share together? If someone can find it, then I won't cut it off because now we've been on for one whole hour. What in my set might I be able to enjoy with you guys a little while longer? And I want you to have a beautiful, happy Valentine's Day. You know, it does matter. And I will grab something for my kids and maybe we'll do sushi or something. I don't know. It's Saturday, so probably driving up to Lake Tahoe. So driving up to Lake Tahoe might not be really feasible because who wants to drive up to Lake Tahoe when it's super busy? What was my biggest regret? When? What was your biggest regret? What was my biggest regret? So you're right. If you said my pink tea lemonade back here, this is actually calm magnesium with L-theanine in it. L-theanine. So it's the calm powder that has L-theanine in it. It's called Calm Mind. And then a Tazo tea. Now, what I'd like to do is these products that I use can be monetized on my channel, which would kind of be nice, right? After all this time, why shouldn't I have a little thing that pops out here that you can click, and if you buy it, then I get 5 cents? Why in the fuck not? It's so good. I need to stir it up a little bit on the bottom, but that's okay. Oh my God, it's so good. I know I'm weird, but you know what? Do you know who likes my weirdness best? Me! Ah, that's so good. Cheers. Cheers to you. And you like it best? I got a message from somewhere. Is there a Valentine's Day song? Isn't it weird that there's no there's a birthday song, there's Christmas songs. There's even like Halloween music. Why isn't there a Valentine's Day song? Happy Valentine's Day to you. If we left it up to this generation to write, it'd be like, thank you, Gen Z, for your contribution. My funny Valentine's Day. Okay. My funny Valentine. Sweet comic Valentine. You make me smile with. Is that? I don't know the words. Your heart is your figure less than Greek? Is your mouth a little weak when you open it to speak? Are you smart? You're like, you got thin lips and you're probably stupid. Nice. Real nice. Thank you, Adam. I appreciate it. And everyone here today. I do appreciate you guys so much for coming on. It means so very much for me to have you come and hang out with me today. Would you like a tarot reading? I just learned about ancient tarot, about its backgrounds and where it came from, how it developed, and what its proper usage is. And I just put out a video yesterday called Tarot Tube 101. I believe that's what it's called. And it explains this whole fascination with tarot and how you can benefit from it. There is a way. And as a matter of fact, I'm not mad at it. I get it. I get it. It's basically a way for it's like a dog and a bone, except with coded important information. It's giving your subconscious something to engage with, to like dream analysis, like your dreams, because people have the same similar ideas across humanity. They've found they dream about the same thing, they think about the same, and this kind of is what that is. It gives you your subconscious something to speak with. It gives you something to engage with your subconscious over conceptually. And it's nice. It's kind of nice. And it can bring much, much wisdom because it teaches all so many different types of people and types of situations and how to move through them on the tree of life. Very, very deep and very interesting, but not for the faint of heart. And I don't know what people mean when they say magic, but it's not magic in the sense where you're casting spells on people. But if you think that trying to manifest and direct your life and your future in whatever way you see fit with your free will is magic, then it's magic. Cheers, everyone. Happy Valentine's Day. We've been on for a little bit, haven't we? Is it time for a break? Let's take a break. I'll be right back. Station break. Yes. Well, thank you and cheers. Little station break. One of the things you guys need to remind me to do is while we're chatting is to get some work done. I need to stop. Oh. I still need to get some work done, right? Are you guys getting your work done? I'm working on some projects. Woo! Are you getting your work done? See, we're working together. You need to focus on your work. Maybe we'll work together, right? Hi, tea time. How are you? In the middle of my tarot video? Is it interesting? I hope so. I think it's really important for people to know those basics. Thank you, honey. It's nice to see you, babe. Very nice to see you. Let's see. Let's see what we've got here. If we were sitting working in the same space and you were making that sound, it would drive me absolutely crazy. Maybe. I think it would. Pretty sure it would. What is up with Stizzy, bro? That's interesting. Hmm. I also could make a video, and this will be under a different playlist, but I can make a video for you about terpenes because that's one of the things that I'm really into. I love learning about terpenes because you can actually make your own very specific salad. We're just hanging out and working, MSG Village. Eddie, thank you. Appreciate that. So right now, I'm actually, as I stated earlier, right? So you, tea time, probably know, I do not tolerate pharma meds. And so I've tried really hard to manage symptoms with whatever way I can. And I ended up taking way, way too much Aleve and Tylenol. And so now I got a medical card and I'm looking back into using stuff to just relax the actual muscles without using a pharma medication, which I can't do. And here's other kitty. And so I have researched the terpenes. So I look at each individual strain to see what terpenes it has. If it's very high in one specific terpene and has a good profile in other things, I'll get that. And then when I want the effects of that main terpene, then I can layer that with other strains and create my own like medicinal effect. That was weird. For example, and this is for educational purposes only. For example, and you need to know if you're sensitive to certain terpenes as well. I wasn't able to smoke pinene for a long time. It would give me heart palpitations. And then just a couple weeks ago, or maybe this week, I tried it and I was fine. So your body can change. And the thing is, you want certain terpenes. You don't want to be able to not. And then there's certain people like they don't want to smoke or eat edibles because it'll make them munchy and fat. And that's me. Like I cannot smoke and get the munchies and just eat and eat and eat and eat. I had to learn the terpenes that are responsible for making you hungry or appetite suppressing. So I always have a strain around that's very high in appetite suppressant. So if I need to layer it on top of other strains that maybe make you munchy, because I don't want to be munchy. Now, if I go through a phase where I'm having problems like eating or wanting to eat, and I'm like, but see, I'll fast. I'm fine with not eating. I don't care. So you know. But for cancer patients, sometimes they need to eat. And so they need to put themselves in a state where their body's craving carbs. And that's what it does. It raises your estrogen level. So anyway, I look for like different terpene profiles, and I wish that I could see these strains specifically, but I can tell you there's certain key words I've also been studying in the strains that indicate what terpenes might be in that strain. But it's not an exact science, and I actually think it needs to be recoded, the names of things, so that we know more about it just by the name. So. Tea time, you'd like to know that? Okay. Yeah. And, but, right? It is individual. But let's see. So I'm looking at this biscotti THC 33.92. That's very high. It's not, it is infused. So it's higher percentage than normal. And so here we go. The main terpenes are caryophyllene, which is just weed. Okay. That's like weed is caryophyllene is basically that's in every single strain you'll smoke because that's weed. And humulene, which is, I guess, pain suppressing and appetite suppressing. So if you've got like a heavy munchy terpene, then you can layer that with a high humulene if you don't want to get the munchies. And then limonene. Limonene is a terpene that you'll find in so many different things. Remember how I showed you there's limonene and linalool in this cream that I use, right? So what limonene does is it makes things absorb better so it can enhance and magnify the effects of whatever that thing is. So for example, here you've got the humulene, which can be anti-inflammatory and appetite suppressing. And the limonene could enhance that. And limonene is also known to suppress appetite. However, I've learned recently that if you layer myrcene and limonene together, that limonene can enhance the munchy effect of myrcene, and you'll just be out of control eating like crazy. So let's look at limonene as a magnifier. So that one, it says it would make you feel sleepy. So I'm guessing maybe caryophyllene. See, I don't know about that. I don't know enough about isolated caryophyllene to know. I think it just doesn't have a personality. The caryophyllene humulene profile doesn't seem to have a real personality to me. Yeah, you're fading already. Oops, sorry. I'm kicking the light. Let's look at another one. I'm looking at the Stizzy Gelato, 31.85%. This is infused. You'll know it's infused because it has an unusually high THC percentage. And I don't really necessarily need that. I don't want to feel tired. So this is going to have some linalool in it. This might make you feel relaxed. I do like being relaxed, but see, there's so many different kinds. Now, what I'm actually looking for is something in the lines with a Durban. Now, that's an African strain that indicates, see, right here, I can get it, but it's not this other group that's on sale. It's just with this. They don't have anything like that. That's a bummer. That's too bad. So they've got their own strains. Nothing contains Durban because it could be Durban, a variety of Durban poison, Durban sunrise, Durban cake, whatever. It indicates an African strain that I actually really, really like. So I'm going to have to go through these and investigate their terp profiles because what I do is I get the pre-rolls and I can open them up and sprinkle a tiny little bit in there and then close it back up and stick it back in the tube. And today it's half off. So then with the discounts of the medical and the senior, I get an extra 20% off. So it's like 70% off. Are you kidding? Let's see. Let's see it work in real time. So that's what you want to know is the terpene profile. When you go and you click on something, you're going to see the terpenes. You're going to see caryophyllene. You're going to see humulene a lot. You're going to see limonene a lot. Humulene is anti-inflammatory and it's appetite suppressing. If I were going to say to understand your body and the different terpenes, find a strain in just a pre-roll to try that is just like caryophyllene and humulene mainly, and try that. That's going to be like your baseline, no personality weed. Then you start layering on top of it the normal things that would be limonene, linalool, myrcene, what else? Some other terpenes. And then you can say, oh, this particular pre-roll, it has the two basics, which are usually caryophyllene and humulene, and then heavy, terpinolene, let's say, or pinene, those are more. There are certain terpenes that are like, oh, that's a sativa. Like if you've ever heard of Jack Herer and you're like, I love Jack Herer. Okay, that tells me that you like the energetic, up high, certain types of terpene profiles. Is my soul connected to my cats? Probably. Right, baby? Eka, hello. Time to light it up. And so there's certain terpenes, like let's say there's 5 or 7 main terpenes. Find a pre-roll that has a very high in one of those terpenes and check it out and see how you like it. Of course, the other ones will affect it. So you need to know that a little bit, right? But try to find one where there's very high in one and very low in everything else. Because all the different terpenes have a personality. And so you can layer those personalities in there to create a medicinal, your desired effect, whether it's nighttime, relaxed, deep, deep sleep, muscle relaxation, mind relaxation, the whole deal. And what not to do. What not to do with certain nighttime terpenes or any terpenes because they'll like conflict. Like myrcene and pinene. That could, in certain people, make your body feel very relaxed, but your mind feels super like, let's go. So I guess unless you're going to astral travel and do some remote viewing, I don't know why you would want that combination. Why would anybody want that combination? You're such a pretty girl. Let's look at another one of these. Let's look at strawberry mango. See, they're infused, so it just makes them too strong almost. So this one has farnesene in it. Farnesene is not, ooh, that's a high amount as well. So farnesene, this has caryophyllene, limonene, and farnesene, and they're all around 5 milligrams. And so what I'm going to do here is go and find out exactly, like, tell me about this combination of strains. This might be a really nice one. Farnesene, I believe, is also anti-inflammatory. So caryophyllene often reads as grounding, body calming, pressure release vibes. Can lean less racy than a limonene dominant strain by itself. Limonene is an upper. Typically brings mood. Okay, so limonene itself typically brings mood, lift, brightness, mental spark, sometimes a little push or drive. Limonene is fun if you want to just be like really having fun and laughing and joking. Limonene and pinene even. But limonene is the one that's like really mentally more kind of bright and relaxing. It's not so racing mind as like pinene. Okay. So for some people, especially if sensitive, it can tip into restless, too amped if the THC is too high. Okay, so we got to be careful that with limonene. Farnesene now is often shown up as a soft, cozy, rounded effect, more easygoing than sharp, can make the whole experience feel smoother and more friendly rather than intense or edgy. That sounds like linalool quite a bit. Overall, the overall lane of this strain is like it sits in mood up, grounded body, upbeat headspace from limonene, anchored by caryophyllene. Not a knockout profile by terps alone, but the THC amount can absolutely make it heavy if you overdo it. So you could knock yourself out with this if you overdo it. Good candidate for late afternoon, evening if you want relief and a nice mood, but it could still be functionally as a lower dose. So flavor and aroma will be peppery, spicy, citrus, peel, bright, green apple, floral, slightly sweet. The dosing, because it's 395 mg's THC, can jump scare you, right? So if this is an edible pack or a high THC product, treat it like a microdose for a situation. And basically what this means for flower is just smoke a tiny, tiny little bit. So I love researching the terps because it's been can be, it can, when you find the right thing, it can be very life-saving. I don't know, a couple of months ago, I hadn't smoked for months. And a couple of months ago, I could not release my body pain and like my whole body was in spasms. It was awful. And I tried everything. I was on so much Aleve and Tylenol and salt baths and everything. So I finally just went to the dispensary and got a very heavy indica and smoked it and went to bed. And my muscles relaxed and I felt much better ever since then. And I'm glad that I know I can do something like that. Let's say like a Blue Dream. Blue Dream will, this is classified as a sativa, actually, caryophyllene, linalool, and limonene, very high in those things. They're classifying this as a sativa because why? I think it's because it's very high in limonene, although that linalool could knock you out or round it out. So it just depends. These are so strong because they're infused. Now you can get ones that are naked. They're not infused. They're just pure whatever. And I think, wow, these are all infused. Ay, ay, ay. It just makes them so strong. So you've got to be careful of your terpenes, but you use a lot less. So get yourself a really high quality, good piece and use just a tiny little bit. Here's one. This is actually a good sativa, sour diesel, limonene, caryophyllene, and terpinolene. So this one is nice because it has the limonene and the terpinolene. Terpinolene is what makes Jack Herrera, for example. So if you see jacked anything, jack this, jack that, jacked anything, Blue Dream. If you see jacked anything, it's going to probably have terpinolene in it. All right. So this one here is louder and brighter than the last profile. So this one is very high limonene, strong caryophyllene, and big terpinolene on top of a 363.91 mg THC total product. This is, let's see, limonene 9.6. That's very high, very high limonene. It's often a mood lifting, energizing, mental sparkle, talkativeness, like fun and funny and fun. At higher THC, it can slide into restlessness or too wired, anxious for some people, which is when you would want to introduce one of the calming terpenes. And then you've got caryophyllene at 7.2, which is also very strong for caryo. Adds body grounding, tension relief, less mental scatter. Don't we all just love that? It can make the bright top end feel more contained. And that's what cardio really does. It's peppery, it's grounding, it's a good container. And it's just like the baseline terpene of weed. Gold leaf preserving from Blue Dream right now. Nice. I like to layer, make a little salad, a terp salad. So the likely lane, daytime creative social at low to moderate dose, stimulating high head with a spicy anchor underneath, not usually a sleepy profile. Unless you overdo the THC, then it can become overwhelming or crash later. So yeah, overdoing the THC can really backfire on you. It's bright and citrusy and sharp and zesty from the limonene, and the caryophyllene gives it that peppery and spicy flavor, while the terpinolene is piney, herbal, floral, slightly sweet. It often gives that fresh, cleaner garden vibe. So that's a actually a really nice strain for my purposes, but there's not much in the way of like body pain there. See, I just don't want to feel heavy. I do not like that feeling. I do not do well unless it's nighttime, right? So this would be a really good daytime strain right here. But what about a good nighttime where the pain, my muscles can relax and my body can rest and repair? So those terpenes are going to be more along the lines of linalool, myrcene, ocimene, farnesene, humulene, anti-inflammatory, muscle relaxing. Let's see what we can find here. Oopsie. Go back, please. Oh, bisabolol also is another one that is like that in an indica, body relaxing, I believe. Hey, Richard, how are you? Richard Ortiz, how you doing, honey? Let's see. Purple Punch. Let's see what they say about this. Okay. So we're looking at limonene, caryophyllene, and linalool. So that's going to be nice and relaxing. That's nice. We've got Watermelon Z. We're looking at linalool, caryophyllene, and carine. I've never even heard of this terpinolene. I mean, this terpene. Let's see what it is. 3-carinine is a supporting terpene, not a driver at that level, but it can definitely shape how the high feels alongside your big three, limonene, caryophyllene, terpinolene. Brings mental clarity and focused edge, can make the experience feel a bit more directed rather than floaty. Drying effect. It's one of those terps almost most associated with cotton mouth, dry eyes, and dry sinuses. Caring, really. Body can feel, often reads as lightly calming in the body without being sedating. Okay, good to know. You know what I find is if I get cotton mouth, all I need to do is rinse my mouth out. It's just the residue of the smoke in my mouth. It's not from the thing itself, usually, that gets rid of it for me anyway. So for me, that's nice. That's a nice little strain. So the reason I'm looking at these is because they're half off, plus I get 20 extra percent, right? But I don't need these types. I don't need the infused is just too strong. Naked, that's what I'm looking for. Naked. I just want straight flower. So here's myrcene, linalool, limonene. And here's the problem with this one, unless you have a humulene backup to put over the top of it. The limonene and myrcene can give you the munchies. Granddaddy Purple or Northern Lights when I need to just have rest and repair. Granddaddy Purple. Okay, so the one I just pulled up, Myrcene, linalool, relaxation, body comfort, nervous system downshift, more likely evening wind down friendly. Potent enough to be strong, but not. See, now, for nighttime, I wouldn't really mind an infused. Not for daytime, right? Granddaddy Purple vibe, classic, heavy, cozy, melt into the couch, indica leaning experience. People use it for the heavy evening wind down, stress, tension, and sleepiness. It didn't say heavy, it said evening wind down. Flavor, aroma, grape, berry with a sweet, earthy backbone. Common terp shape varies by grow, often myrcene, which is the body heavy, plus caryophyllene, which is grounding. Sometimes pinene and limonene in smaller amounts, but watch out, it can hit very sedating and can give dry mouth and eyes. At higher THC, it can feel foggy. Nighttime. Yeah. Northern Lights vibe also indica leaning, but usually cleaner and steadier. A calm body and quiet mind can still feel a bit more functional than Granddaddy Purple at low doses. Then get sleepy if you keep going, if you build on it, right? Flavor, aroma, piney, earthy, sweet, spicy, sometimes a little floral. Common terp shape varies by grow, often myrcene, pinene, caryophyllene. So relaxation with a slight clear-headed from the pinene. Think of your pineal gland. That pinene is going to fire up all of your senses. You're going to be like, woo! But the myrcene is in your body and it's going to be like, so what I'm saying is you got to be careful when pairing myrcene and pinene because they're opposite ends of the spectrum unless you're just planning on going into a meditative trance and distance viewing or astral traveling or something. So still very capable of sleepiness, especially later in the session. Watch for desert couch and grape blanket. I mean, quick pick, desert couch and grape blanket, Granddaddy Purple. Want calm, smooth, classic night strain that can start a bit clear. So it starts clear, finishes sleepy. Got it. Interesting. I love it. I don't know what it is about these things I just find really fascinating. I think one of the things is because I use it medicinally and because you can try it and test it and keep a log of your own, which I have, of the terpenes, the profiles, the strains, how it's interacted. I know I had to take some two different types of antibiotics just lately, partly one because of that. Really two because of this, but I was already taking one for something else. Thomas, happy Valentine's Day to you. Thank you so very, very much. I'm here in Nevada right now, very close to Lake Tahoe. I know, are the Olympics over? You know, they had the Olympics about a half hour from me, maybe an hour up the mountain. Takes a minute to get up there, right? If I was to fly up there, it'd be 20 minutes. I just really like terps, and I'm actually becoming a little more interested in herbology and that kind of the you guys. Here's a message coming through for all of us. The things around us are given to us not just for us to use. They're given to us for us to interact with on an energetic level. And you can say on a spiritual level, you can say what you want, whatever about it. When you interact with something on an energetic level, you're honoring its own consciousness and allowing it to give you what it was meant to with its energy, bottom line. So these things that we are interacting with as if they're mere inanimate objects, when you start interacting with them on a level of honoring their consciousness, their vibration, their energy, you'll see that we were meant to interact with everything that way. And where's the thing? There are, and I'm not going to say specifically, it doesn't matter because I am also on my own journey. Don't forget, right? Don't forget, I am also on my own journey. And when I learn that some of the things around me actually are meant and intended to reflect consciousness back to me and give me a gymnasium, a space to play with consciousness, and I've had in the past couple of days, week, month, had these major awakenings and understand the space right in front of me and the energy right in front of me. You've got this box of energy like right in front of you. And I don't mean metaphorically. I don't know if it's actually in the energy field out here that I'm perceiving. I don't even know if that's real. I don't know if it's just in here, but somewhere in here, I perceive this block. I think I perceived it before. There's other live streams where I talk about it. I even created a piece of AI artwork about it so I could show you guys what I was seeing. I'm thinking this might be the same thing. But now I'm seeing the origin point of those things I was talking to you before. If you've been here, you know that I said these are like real actual blocks of energy that stick like a balloon to your hair with static electricity to your field. Whether your field is out there or in here, it doesn't really matter. And what I'm seeing now in front of me, I believe must be those things used to be here in this space, being the space of creation and formation, the alchemist, right? And now I see the thing in front of me and I described it, and there's more, they're everywhere. But now I can see the thing in front of me, and it's basically raw energy waiting for me to imprint on it. I can fucking see it. If you're one of those people that you can see the air and the energy, okay? So this is waiting for me to imprint my energy on it. And it's interesting because they're here and here and here and here and here and here, but right in this space only, it's very HD, it's very clear in this space. Out here, I can see that there's the same things, but it's just not formulated. It's just waves. It's not particles. Because I'm observing right in front of me, this space around me, it is particles. And I think that's also like what be here now means. Make this that you're doing and the thing you're working on particles, particular, by focusing on it. Right here in front of you, it is right there. I saw it. I can see. Now that I've seen it, I can't unsee it. And it just builds on other things I was given previously over the past forever, but forever and couple of years and couple months and couple days. You know, it comes like that. It's like you get revelations, they kind of like and it's based on something that you learned and knew and experienced long ago, and then you have another experience and then another, and then they get closer together and another, and it's like unrolling a fruit roll up. The last ones are wound really tight, so you're like bam bam bam. And that's how it happened last year when it came to listening to my intuition and hearing that voice and following the guidance without question, and bam, 3 times in a row the same thing happened within 1 month or so, and I was like, this is undeniable. It's just undeniable. So hello, Sean, how are you? And Latin Zane, where? Near Lake Tahoe, Nevada. Where are you? So you have the ability to take this literally, you kind of have like your own screen, and I am not, this isn't metaphors. You have your own screen, a geometric screen, energetic, like string of string. There are a bunch of strings of energy right in front of you, right here. You have it. I have it. Everyone can have it. Everybody has it. But if you don't know it, you don't know it. So you can see it and you make it. What you do is you imprint your will. You imagine and then you imprint what you imagine on that box. Guys, I'm telling you, and you can do this subconsciously, unknowingly. Imprint on your box, and then it gets stored in this field around you like static electricity and balloons. These things, they get little tiny shrinky and they go back, and then you can blow them up and inspect them. You can literally see it. I'm telling you, this was another thing that happened. I don't know how long ago, 6 months ago? Told you guys about it right here. I could see these things in my field, and I realized I could pull, like they're teeny, teeny, tiny in my field. Like they're like 4, 5, 6 feet away from me. But I could pull them and make them whoop and blow it up and look at it. I was like, what the fuck is this? It's like Neo, sort of. It's sort of like Neo in the Matrix in that scene with all the screens. It's kind of like that. But what it is, it's actual thought forms. Actual energetic thought forms, like little itty bitty movies of a moment in time that go bonk, 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 and they store. Bonk, bonk, bonk. They go from mind to creation imprint on this energetic field in front of you and your heart and mind imprint, and your gut, actually. You've got neurons all through and you imprint. Okay. So bonk, bonk, storage. And so what you know now is that you can imprint from your heart space. You can imprint from all of your chakras, give it all you got, create that thing that you want to create instead of blindly, subconsciously imprinting on this energetic space you literally have in front of you. You're making it because of your attention. You're turning from wave possibilities into particle creation. And you want to stop doing that without your permission. So now you know you've got this energetic box screen thing in front of you where you holographically project your energy into it. I'm not making up foo-foo stories. I'm not making up like this is really what happens. They know that the heart broadcasts a specific vibration. It's electromagnetic, so it puts out there a magnetic pulse and it pulls back to it. It's match. It's opposite, basically, because south attracts north. And so you're pulling back to you what you're attracting. But what if your heart energy is kind of fucked up and it's not really what you're trying to do? Right. So that's when you've got to take control over things, heart brain coherence, project that onto your little screen you have in front of you, and start dealing with like all those other old energized thought forms that I was just talking about. They get stuck up there and you like literally in your energy. Call them memories, call them whatever you want to. What is this? It doesn't really matter what you call it. You don't need to call it anything. It's still there. It's memories. It is whatever. Keep what you want or get rid of what you want. But probably a good idea to get rid of the charge. And the charge on it is what would be the controlling factor, right? Ego, demons, all those things they call weird behaviors and beliefs and things like that. It's the charge. So release the charge. So anyway, you've got all of these things out there. You want to pull them in, examine them, reflect on it, understand it completely. Do you guys ever watch those NDE things, the near-death experiencers? Does anybody here watch the near-death experiencers? This is what I'm talking about, the life review. They're calling it a life review, and they think it's like there for them to learn, and maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. I was given some different information, and it wasn't that. And this is what it means to forgive. If you forgive, it's basically like paying off all your debts. You have no karma left. And what it means is to like foresight, foreshadow. It's shadowing before. It's giving before. Okay? Forgive. I'm going to give before I get to my life review, right? So forgive. You want to give that energy up and get rid of it so that there is no fucking life review for you. No life review for you. You have a choice and you aren't carrying karma. Okay? If you've done any deep dive explorations into like Gnosticism, for example, or Buddhism, for example, going to the light and having another life is not really what everybody's trying to do. Maybe it's what you're trying to do. But if you know anything about reincarnation, if you know anything about Buddhism, Hinduism, they're not trying to reincarnate. The reincarnation is the trap. The reincarnation is the samsara. The reincarnation is the karma. The reincarnation is the energy you create that gets stuck on you And we could go deeper into and talk about archons and things like that. But if you're not into gnosis, then you won't know what I'm talking about, and it probably doesn't matter anyway. What I've found on this channel, mostly a lot of the time, it doesn't even matter what I talk about as long as I'm sitting here talking. You guys are happy with it, and that's fine with me too, because I don't have to try so hard sometimes, right? Because I really want to give you content of value. But at the end of the day, does it really matter? Or are you just listening? That's fine either way. It's fine either way. And I do hope that you learn something from what I say. You know, I've talked about fasting, I've talked about hydration. If you've learned anything from this whole entire stream, I'm happy. So we talked about terps as well. And one of my goals today is to take advantage of this very big sale and the fact that I just got a card, because I found on Groupon it was like very, very cheap to get a medical marijuana card. And I'm like, of all people, I should have that. Thank you, Creation. Hi, how are you? And thank you for saying that. That's very kind of you. And what does PT stand for? Are you a personal trainer, or are you part-time, or what does PT stand for in your world? What else was I going to do today? I have things I must need to do. Oh my God, it's the 14th. Let's check and see if my URL has transferred to me yet. Lord, and I quit really believing in the Lord, you guys. I'm sorry, but I did. I quit fucking believing in the way that they lay it out to me. I came to a point, I'm like, I don't think so. If it is this way, you need to make it make sense to me now. Because no, that's my creator. I don't know. Maybe. Which are you from? Which what? Come on, man. Give me some good news. Come on. I think I have it. Please let me have that. Is it in there? Please let it be ready. Come on. I've been waiting. I had to buy my URL back. And a broker got in the middle of it. And so I bought my URL back plus $100. And then it was on hold for a month. I built out the website again. I did everything. I've got this whole entire plan for my business. And no, I don't want that. I just want my URL. I just want my domain. Okay, so meet your new domain profile. Yes. It's here. This is the last piece of the puzzle. With this, now I can connect it to the website that I already built. And it's connected to a business that already runs. The phones ring, there's revenue. I turned down like thousands of dollars of work just last week. The phones ring, people need this, and I can't run the business for a reason. And either I need to fix that reason or I need to sell it because someone else can do it. And you can do it from your phone, from the beach. You can hire other people to do it while you're not on the phone at the beach. It's here, guys. I don't care about any of this shit. I just need to connect it to my actual website now. Thank you, PT Creation. I appreciate you. So what does PT stand for then? So forwarding. I'm going to connect this and then you guys can go look at it. I haven't worked on the website in just a little bit because I worked on it so much and then I got discouraged for a little while and needed a break because ad forwarding, thank the Lord, his glory shows. Wait a minute. Oh, right. I've got to get the forwarding with a mask. Are you getting your work done too? So let me just take a look at this here. And you know what I did? I met a personal trainer and I'm going to put her in here. She's going to be listed for personal trainers. And now I'm like, oh my God, is it done? I don't know. Maybe it's not done. I didn't work on it for the past 2 weeks. Sometimes you got to take a break from stuff, though. It's not perfect, but the point isn't to be perfect. The point is to sell it or get the money to run it properly. This business made me a lot of money for a lot of years. I'm turning down money every single day, thousands and thousands of dollars I'm losing every day. So I either need to get the money to make it run properly or sell it to someone who can. And there's many different ways. They can either use it the way it is or just use it for collecting data, whatever. But what I need to do is what? Settings. Manage the domain name. No, I don't need that. Wait, I don't need that. All I need is hosting. So I need to get hosting. Okay, fine. Oh, you know what? I already have URLs. I wonder if I could just transfer to a page. No, no, because Google does not like that when you do that. So I have to have I have to pay more for another, damn it. I have to get a whole other pro subscription for a new website hosting. Shit. I just need, do I want to do it on GoDaddy? No, I've already built the site. Airport shuttle near me. So now I've got to go to online store blog. Nope. I guess I have to get this, but I don't need. I don't need what they're trying to give me. I don't want a mobile bar, dude. No, it's not an app. It's a website. I don't need an app right now. I could very easily build an app, but for a variety of reasons, I stepped back from app building. And the websites that I build are basically just like app builders. Hi, Polly. How are ya? You can help me? Help me with what? Mm, oh, I know why. Okay. Do it like this. That makes sense? Yeah. I got a lot of different websites up right now. Thank you, Polly. Yeah, me too. You too. It wants me to choose a domain. I don't need it to do that. I already have a domain and it wants me to pay for one, which is really a bummer, but whatever. So page settings, SEO settings, extra settings. Come on, baby bubba. Publish. Oh, ow. Okay, wait. How do I do this part? Let's see. Where my DNS is hosted. So name server. What the fuck does that even mean? Forwarding. I don't really want to forward it to a subdomain. It's the main name. DNS records. Okay, so the website is airportshuttlenearme.com. And now I'm connecting the domain to the website. They're on 2 different platforms. I bought it from GoDaddy, don't ask me why, and I made it on Webador, don't ask me why. I actually like Webador, that's why I used Webador. Add new record, what's that mean? Nope, not that. There's nope, don't want that. I'm looking for my transfer code or my token. Transfer to another GoDaddy account or transfer to another registrar after April 15th. I still can't use it till April 15th. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? I've got to unlock it. Domain lock has been disabled. Okay. Transfer. Domain lock. Transfer to another. Oh my God. What the fuck? No, I don't. I just wanted to. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Advanced, delete, add folders. I'm not trying to transfer to another registrar to hold it and own it. I'm trying to just plug in the website. I'm trying to tell this where to go without forwarding because I don't want to forward it to a subdomain because you can't do that with GoDaddy. It just needs to. I know my older son could help me, but he hates helping me. You connected a website when? No, I didn't connect a website to that. No, I don't want their website. I have a free website. I don't want a free website. I want to point this to where I need it to go for me. Manage forward. Okay, click link manage. So where's connect domain? Okay, connect domain. Unavailable because it's status? What status? If I still can't use it, I swear to God, I'm going to be not that happy with people. All because like I didn't know what I wanted to do with the website and I let it lapse. It was my fault. Registration settings. I'm gonna have to have my kid do this. I've done it before and it wasn't difficult. Okay, you guys. Station break. I'll be right back. All right. Well, hello. Thank you for waiting. I've done this before. Let's see. I'm going to have to. I did just get this, right? Yes, I did. Choose another domain. I want to link the domain name via DSN. Are you the owner of the domain but are unable or willing to transfer it to Webador? In this case, you can link yes. So, domain linking is meant for users who have registered their domain elsewhere or yes, right. Once you've applied these settings with the current provider, it may take up to several hours. Required DNS settings. Add record. What the fuck? And then I'm supposed to read a book on it. I don't want to read all this. I don't want to forward. Fuck, that'll fuck everything up if it forwards because Google hates that. Let's see. I don't know what any of this means. Key tag, algorithm, digest, type, digest. No idea what that means. Name server. Change name server. No idea what that means. I don't want to do that. What do I do? Polly, you don't know how to help me? I know I need to go get my kid. But I'm sure he looks super crazy right now. And he's not going to want to sit here and deal with this. Although I could just take the laptop to him, I guess. I do not want to forward it. Damn it. How would they let a broker get involved? Or did they just do that themselves? Is that just some fake shit? Probably that's what it is. Broker, my ass. Sorry for cursing, but that's some bullshit. DNS setting, check link. DNS setting. What? Trying to talk to a person here. Whatever. I can't talk to a person. Mm. I'm hungry. I don't have any food here anymore. I'm out of food. Oh, you want to watch a movie? What kind of movie are you going to watch? Like, do you like comedy? That's kind of like what I go to. Comedy or documentaries. I like kind of like esoteric mystical stuff, but not like scary weird shit. I like alien stuff like a lot of people do. Um, Gaia is a really cool channel. They have a lot of really good shows. If you subscribe to stuff like that, it's a subscription thing. But I always go for comedy. Or like independent films. Go to Tubi, look at their art house films. I like those. Creative filmmaking. Something funny. Well, depending on which like I don't know how old you are or whatever, but one of my favorites is Rat Race. It never gets old and it's just funny. It's got so many Grammy winners, which nowadays, what does that even mean? Well, it's a good movie. Just try not to attach any political beliefs or ideologies and you'll be fine. Thank you, Polly. Check back. Uh, Hopefully I will get it figured out because I need to get this thing rolling. I've been working hard on it. I'm being helped by the chat people at GoDaddy right now. See? I can see that they're typing, but thanks, Polly. I will. No big deal. No biggie. Hmm. Hmm. They're going to update it. It looks like they're going to do it themselves. Yes, please. Oops, what happened? Interesting. I'm going through all of these strains of this company that's on sale half off today to see what kind of stuff they have. Not a lot of humulene up there. I guess that's maybe it's just not in the top three because usually they just list the top three. I wish they wouldn't do that. Wow, look at that one. I think I already have that in my bag actually. Because I was like, wow, look at that one. Yeah, I was like, wow, nice. Some of these profiles are really pretty, but I'm not really seeing what I'm looking for, honestly. Blue, green, Ariel, and Lilane. I want some humulene and some other stuff in there. I don't want infused. I don't have a choice. What was I looking for? London perps, maybe. Little lemonade. No. Oh man, alive. They're not going to show me what's the profile for the humulene and stuff like that, which sucks because I'd like to see that. Nope. Some of these, I'm really surprised they're marking them indica with the like terpinolene. You wouldn't think that you'd have high terpinolene in an indica, right? Wait, I saw something I'm interested in. King Louis. See what that looks like. Oh, that's infused. No. Cal, I'll have to ask to look at the book. I'm that lady. Hey, can I see your book? Hey. I think I have two sativas here, basically two daytimes, which is fine and what I need, right? But like I really want to look at their book. They must have a book I can see, right? And then I can really see what maybe I should do this. Strain guide for New York. Strain guide for Sparks, Nevada. Indica, Stizzy, OG White Raspberry, Grape Sorbet, London Perps, Apple Mints, Sativa Blue Dream, Cherry Cough, Orange Sunset, Summer, Super Lemon Haze, which is always a good one, right? Magic Melon, Hybrid, Blue Burst, which is awesome. Blue Raz, Slushy Ghost Space Mint, Pink Acai Rainbow Sherbet. Then they've got these infused purees, live resin dust and keep often exceeding 40%. They're so strong. It's not even right unless it's for nighttime. Black label is premium indoor grown flower. I didn't see any bags of flour on sale. There was all pre-rolls. High potency, complex terpene profiles, white label, sun grown, full spectrum cannabis. Sun grown. Oh, the white label is sun grown. Interesting. Oh, okay. Nice. So Stizzy Terpene and Strain Guide I just asked for from ChatGPT, and here we go. So if I want myrcene, right, I'm looking for, man, it doesn't even list humulene. Skywalker, OG, White Widow, GSC, and Gelato. Anti-inflammatory, appetite suppressant, grounding. See? So then you got to be like, well, which strains have either this mix of terpenes or which strains are high in one so that I can get them separate and mix them myself. It's like getting a seasoning blend or getting each individual thing so you can season it yourself because you know what you like. I like to know which terps are in which strains so I can make my own layered terp salad. Ooh, it's giving me what's broken down into which, like, oh, we'll get these. These are high in just this primary terpene and then the secondary terpenes. Wow, that is amazing. This is a really, does anybody want me to email this to them right now? I'll email this to you. It breaks down this particular company, but you could do it for any. Wow. Okay, so, but they're mixing like myrcene and pinene, I wouldn't want to mix. So that's strawberry. Well, it should show me the, oh, wow, it can't really show me the percentages. So then it's got options for focus and chill, anti-inflammatory, no munchies would be what? Layered white truffle with sky. Oh, it's doing a good job. But myrcene and humulene, I already don't need the white truffle then. Wow. Tropical punch uplift, orange sunset and strawberry cough. Okay. I need one blend for deep relaxation and sleep with no munchies. So that means that I use a humulene to kill whatever munchies. So that would be myrcene and humulene, exactly. So I like morning and day. I like limonene, humulene. Afternoon, introduce maybe terpinolene and pinene when I'm getting more work done, right? Toward evening, wind down, maybe a little linalool, then evening, myrcene. Okay. So it's giving me like which things I need when and what, so which strains then? I'm asking it to give me a list of these specific strains at the specific place so that I can make this happen. So matching strains to your schedule. Morning would be limonene and humulene. Afternoon, terpinolene and pinene. Then early evening linalool, and then myrcene and humulene. Goat's milk, myrcene. Okay. I want a standalone humulene to layer over everything for appetite suppressant. I don't like getting the munchies. And I need to see it in a table. Present it to me in a table, please. All right. Hello, Joshua. How are you, honey? What you up to? So we're looking at white truffle shrubbles. Okay, honey. See you later, Eka. We'll talk to you later. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm just getting this. Oh, shoot. Oops, sorry. They have the settings? What? Get a little nibbly. Warm up the air just a little bit. Cold. Let's see. Domains. Choose a domain. No, I have a domain already. I'm the registered owner of that domain. Link it via DNS. I'm trying. Risky. I could just jump off right now, couldn't I? I do have other shit I need to get done. I mean, I'm just working, trying to get this done. Come on. Trying to get the URL to point to the right website without drama. Hi, sorry. Oh, they're just shaking the camera all over the place now. I'm just working on my website situation now that I finally got it, the URL, but now it's more issues, of course. Change the name server. What is a name server? Put it on default. I just did. Change name server. Default. Save. Continue. In progress. Whatever the means. Have I eaten? Hmm. Did I already say hi to Richard? Hi, Richard. Update the record. Huh. We're getting there, guys. I hope. Any minute now. I hope. Five days? No, we're not transferring that. I just want to link it. I think they're doing it. Come on, give me some good news. Not yet. Update the record. Come on, baby. I want some plants in my space here. You know, I had a bunch of plants I had before. I even grew them grounded, and they were just growing amazing. It was incredible. And I just gave them away. And then I saw how expensive plants are. I gave away like $1,000 worth of plants. Fuck. He says it could take up to 48 hours. Oh my God, excuse me. Okay, so apparently that's been done and will be done soon-ish in the next 48 hours, I guess. I can't wait. All right, so that's done for the day. Let's see what they're talking about. Website unpublished. Oh, shoot. I thought I just upgraded. I did. It's not been published. Why not? Publish it. That's frustrating. Publish. Oh no. I think it just needs to be published. Okay, thank you. Okay, so I need to get these guys on the. There's no one that can help me though. No humans. Where do I get human support? I think I need to take a break. So that's the primary domain. I just need to fucking publish this thing, man. Settings, domains. I'm not trying to transfer anything. I don't understand what the actual. And then they don't have a human being that can help me. Oh my God, how do I do anything? How do I call a human? They're supposed to contact me, I guess. That's the only way to do it. Okay. Leftover shepherd's pie, that would be really, really old. But maybe I should make some shepherd's pie today, huh? Sounds good. Okay, let's do this now. Yeah, that was what, Christmas? Christmas live stream? All right, what I need to do is why isn't that 50% off right now? It is. Is it? Why isn't it showing that? Yeah, there it is. That's weird. Okay, let's do this. That's not? I guess not. Hmm. Infused, it does include that. That's so weird. It doesn't include it, but it obviously includes it. Costco pizza? That sounds interesting. That pizza sounds. I love pizza. I could eat pizza any time. I guess I'm gonna have to look at all of these myself. I am actually. Um, I need to eat something at some point. Yeah, I like pizza. Mm. Goat's milk. It's weird. Hmm. I haven't had edibles in a while. Edibles are different. That's a totally different kind of animal. Why is there no flour? Literally no flour listed in here. Blueburst no longer available. Oh, are you kidding me? Sour diesel is good though. Limonene and terpinolene. I don't know. It's just too much to flip through all these fucking strains. I need a table. Um, Goat's milk. I saw that in there. Where is it? Myrcene, limonene, linalool. Very relaxed, isn't it? I could totally give you the munchies, though, big time, because it's got the limonene and myrcene in it together. Can be a problem. Let's see what they're talking about. Sherbet. How would that be hungry if it's got a bunch of humulene in it? I mean, this seems good for nighttime, but damn, it's like a heavy indica. It's so weird. I guess I just don't have a choice. So it's kind of like these are my choices. Sour diesel. That can't be right. I'm super confused is all, because they only have certain things labeled and other things not labeled. I'm so confused. Because I'm not really that familiar with this company, really. And they're not listing, like, most of them will list caryophyllene and humulene. This isn't even listing humulene. I don't even know what to do. I think I need one that's got, I like that Durban, though. Do I like that? There's no deals on it. Kind of a bummer. Hmm. Whatever. Thanks you guys for hanging out with me. I'm just working. I figured I don't always have to be looking at you and talking, right? We can just like hang out. Any thoughts on Hawaiian pizza? Oh my God, I love it. Well, I don't eat pork. Well, I mean, that's not true. So lots of people just do ham and pineapple. I like pepperoni and pineapple, which is also technically ham, but I don't like slices of ham. That's too much like human flesh. It's gross. I love it. I love it. I'll even just have pineapple on pizza. Pineapple is just good. And I learned that pineapple has protease in it, which is an enzyme that digests protein. What am I going to do about this website? I guess they're going to get in touch with me. Do I have an email from them or something? Hmm. NerdWallet. Where is it? Your Webador Pro is active. Okay, now publish my website, bro. Oh, I got a new subscriber over at Fansly. You guys know that I have a little, it's not what you would expect over there, but it's definitely what you need. Come on. Come on. Junk. Maybe it's in junk. Shrunken testicles? Uh-oh. Nope, I don't have that problem actually, and I'm sorry if you do, but I don't. Go on, Nico, go tell Corey. What else is going on out there in the world? I don't really ever like look at stuff online and be like, what's going on out there? Holy moly. Like, let's just look on YouTube and see what the news is. I don't even know. Whoa, this is kind of wobbly. Holy shit, this glass was almost falling off of there. There we go. That was close. Let's look at news, shall we? Calling for a big tech boycott. Okay. I believe you just lied under oath. Okay. Bondi asked straight up who had Ghislaine Maxwell moved to minimum security prison. Something just happened at Mardi Gras that turned your stomach. Epstein was murdered, investigated now, autopsy doctor, whatever. No one in custody, no one in arrested, no one in custody. In Nancy Guthrie. Trump reverses Obama era climate initiatives. ICE agents have shot 8 people, apparently, according to this. Partial government shutdown will affect DHS, other agencies. Trump says Sean Duffy doing a great job amid unexplained airspace closure above whatever. Perjury probe opening into ICE officer testimony about shooting a Venezuelan somebody. Criminal investigation open into whether immigration officers lied about shooting someone. Trump regime change would be best thing in Iran. Trump. Regime change would be the best thing in Iran. U.S. sending second aircraft carrier group to Middle East, sources say. Uncle Jeffrey. Emails reveal ties between Epstein and Kathy Rumler. House passes stricter voter ID laws. Don Lemon pleads not guilty to federal charges tied to church protests in St. Paul. Not guilty. Nancy Guthrie missing, no suspect identified, sheriff says. Capitol Hill chaos, Bondi's fiery clashes, Epstein file names revealed. Trump's Fort Bragg visit focused on special forces who captured Maduro. Families with military connections react to Trump's Fort Bragg visit. Hey Frank, how are you doing, honey? What else? That's it. That's all the news I get. If I click on one of them, though, that's the thing. That's the danger. Like, if I click on one of them, let's go down this rabbit hole. John Kennedy. I'm glad you're doing good. Nice to see you back. We're located at the top of the Gulf Coast. So if you've been there, know we're in the middle of the Gulf, out of one of the mightiest rivers in the entire world. We've got more oil and gas than most nations. We're experts in things like petrochemical manufacturing and oil and gas exploration, aquaculture, agriculture, education, healthcare. I could keep going. Timber production. My people they're God-fearing, they're hardworking, and they're fun-loving. We're right next door to Texas. Texas gets a lot of good publicity. More power to them. But don't forget this. I love him. Texas is 5.5 times bigger than Louisiana. I actually thought for a long time he was a tranny. 10.5 times more interesting than they. Godfather. So I love Louisiana. But sometimes some of my people do dumb things. We're all human. And something just happened at Mardi Gras. What happened? That turned my stomach. What happened? And let me say, I love New Orleans. I used to live in New Orleans. I practiced law in New Orleans. I met my wife in New Orleans. I don't know, see, because I don't watch the news. So I raised my son for the first couple of years of his life in New Orleans. Wonderful city. We have this tradition called Mardi Gras. And it's not just one day. It's like several weeks. And people from the entire world come to celebrate this. Name me another city, any city, that just shuts down the entire city for one day in the middle of the week to just enjoy life. And we celebrate together. Eos. Every race, every religion, every socioeconomic class, we're all together. And we have parades. And these floats are big floats.
You know what I mean if you've been to New Orleans and have seen Mardi Gras. But if you haven't, these floats these are big puppies. They're anywhere from, 30 to 60 feet long. And they're tall, anywhere from 13 to 18 feet. And crew members, each parade is organized by what's called a crew. It's like a club.
Okay, well, get to the point, honey.
The craft, 8, 10, 12 feet deep. But if you're a float rider, is a mighty mystery. Where you throw and try to hit in the face with a bunch of beads or a coconut, you're going to get hurt. And they teach the float riders, cops. We have to borrow some cops from some other counties. We call them bears to come help us, because there's some jackaloons who misbehave. And I think it was this past weekend. I want to get the oldest cruise we have. But there were some knuckleheads on one of those floats. And they were taking bunches of beads and trying to hurt the cops with them. Now, the cops are not looking at the floats. The cops are looking at the crowds. And the cops are watching the people to make sure they don't have too many cocktails and try to run between floats and get run over. And the cops are watching the children, because we have a lot of
Frank,
kids.
honey.
We run a lot of our kids. The cops are not looking. They're not going, throw me something, mister. They're doing their job. And 41 people on one of the crew of Terrapin floats were throwing beads and toys and other stuff, trying to hit the cops in the face. And it wasn't just one or two. It was disgraceful. The police had to shut down the parade, to their credit. They shut her down.
Good.
And they pulled all 41 people off this float and said, you're out.
Good.
And the cops did the right thing. And it's embarrassing for me to have to say this, that this happened in my state, in my city, but it did. Now, the mayor's issued a statement. Thank you, Mayor. Hadn't heard our city council say a word, not a peep.
He's a good boy. I like him a lot. What, there's syphilis in Seattle right now or something going on? What's going on? All right, loves. I've got to, I guess, go and do stuff. Let's catch up later. I want to get back into the habit. I've actually filmed a bunch of videos that I'm releasing. So I released one called Tarot Tube 101. Basically, why is tarot so popular on YouTube and what is it? What am I supposed to do with it? Right? That's Amy is texting me right now. Oh my God. Oh, lovely. It's so lovely. She's got such a lovely spot right there in the desert along the bottom of the mountains. Oh, wow. Oh my God. My dogs would fucking love it out there. Anyway, I've got some stuff I've got to do and I'll catch up with you, but definitely check out my other stuff. I do all the formats. I do short forms. I do long form this way. I do long form that way. I put stuff in the posts. So if you're not looking at all the different stuff I post, and there's a lot you don't know, and the playlists, I have different things in different playlists, and I'm starting to put more content specifically in different playlists, and I have a couple of things I'm adding very shortly as well. Okay, so I'll talk to you really soon. Bye. I'll go to